Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is well. Hola, mi gente. ¿Cómo están? How are you? Hope all is well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight to do another tutorial. We're doing something, we did something like this some time ago. I think it's been a little over a year ago because we did a Christmas one, just a little differently than what we're going to do today. So we're going to be make sure I put this to the side. And we're going to be doing a swag using a 3-yard stick. And we don't have to drill any holes, so that will make it easy. We are going to be using, I was asked to do something for an event, and that's what this is going to be for. So a swag, as you know, can be used in, on a door, on a mantle, or, so many different places. But, definitely at a centerpiece for a special event. So depending on your theme, your decor, you can change things accordingly. So that's what we're doing here today. I was asked to do something with purple and some gold, but mainly purple. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So I want to show you the goodies we have. Of course, we have our handy dandy 3-yard stick. Because we're doing something with purple, I did paint it. So let's see. So I can show you what I use. It's called Prism Violet. And I just got this, I don't know how long ago, but it is from Hobby Lobby. Still has the price on it. But this is the color I use. It's called Prism Violet, in case you like this kind of purple. And I did only one coat because my intention is, or was, depending how we look at it, just to hide all the little lines from the ruler and, being able to see that you have that, the ruler effect on the bottom. The one that I did before, because I was using white, I thought it would hide it very well. And it does until you kind of lift it. You can see that ruler, the 3-yard stick right under it. So I thought painting it this time would be better. So that would mesh in with the different colors. So originally I wanted at least 4 different purples, 3 to 4 different purples. So we have our, I use one of the cut piece. We have this metallic purple. So we can have a little bit of a, that little shimmer. So we have that. We do have a color between the dark, trying to reach the, we have our dark, which seems dark, but it's actually a sheer. Let me see. I have a piece already cut. It's a sheer purple. So it's very, it doesn't look as dark on its own, but once you put it against something, you can actually see it more. So we have 2 different sheer purples. One is closer to a lavender, but it's in between the lavender we're normally used to. So it's much darker and the dark purple. So that's kind of gives us 2 different shades there. And then our third shade, it's in this ribbon. It's another purple, and I'll put them together so we can kind of see the 3 different colors. And then it's got a lighter, almost the same lavender, darker lavender that I have on this ribbon here mixed with the white stripes. So that way we can have the different variety. So we have that in the ribbons, and I have this other ribbon that I'm thinking we might use because it gets a little bit more of that shimmer. So we'll see. I did bring some gold ribbon just in case we'll use it. I don't think we will, but you know me, I like being prepared and I like winging it sometimes. But I wanted to be prepared. This one, it's got like diagonal stripes. You can't see it too well on the camera, I don't think, but I'll show it again once we have that overview when we start working on our project. But this one is all gold, and it's got the lighter gold in the middle, and then it's got the bordered gold on that stripe. So we might use some of that. I'm still not sure. I'm undecided. Then we have gold mesh, also with the metallic, so we can have some gold mixed in there since we were asked for mainly purple. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Hi, how are we doing, Miss Hyla? Thank you for joining us today. How are you? Okay, and then we also have our chenille stems. in a different purple. It's still purple, so all in the purple family. I do have some florals that I'm thinking of using. So I have them here in maybe a little bit of white, but I'm not sure if I'll use that either, because again, the main color, they want mainly purple. They didn't want too much mixed in there, other than maybe a little bit of gold. So my thought is I had made this bow using the same ribbons. Doing good. Yes, definitely long time. I heard you doing something special dealing with meats. I was trying to understand it. I went on your channel to try to, your second channel, I guess I should say, for the carnivore-ish. I was like, So I started looking into that. Just like, maybe I need to do something. Because I need all the help I can get to kind of get back in shape and lose some extra weight. So I might have to reach out to you. But I made this bow using the same ribbons because I'm thinking of putting that as our center for the centerpiece. Haha. And I did some tails that we can kind of spread out to at the beginning in the center, and then we can use the ribbon. So that's my thought, and we'll see as we go along how it all works out, because that's as far as I've planned it, So we have everything cut and ready to roll, other than the ribbons, because I'm not too sure if I'm going to need 2 sets or 4, depending on how far I can stretch our tails. And I'll say that because once we're done setting up our 3 yardstick, we're really just going to need 7 sets of ribbons if we did everything in ribbons, but because we're going to have the bow in the middle, that might change things a bit. So that's why I didn't cut all of the ribbons. We might just need a set of 2, and I already have a set cut. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and see how we're going to get started. Let's see. Oh yes, definitely healthier. That's the key. Healthier. I just don't like, I love food. In case we can't tell. I don't like having to starve myself, and I don't like having to say no to goodies every now and then. And I can't exercise like I used to could, if I can say it that way. So that's a problem. With all of my accidents and injuries and such, I can't exercise like I used to. So having some problems. Anywho, back to the fun stuff. So for your 3 yardstick, I'm going to go ahead and change the view so that you can see what I'm working on here. And then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to change the view, my little blink here. Okay, so here we go. So you should still be able to see me to the corner of your screen. Move that mouse out of the way. And here's our 3 yardstick. And again, I painted that with purple so that we can get some more coverage of the ruler. And the color I use is Prism Violet. And it's the Liquitex basic acrylic. It's the brand that you normally can get at Hobby Lobby in the little tube. And I just did the 1 coat because, again, it's just to hide it as, enough to where you can't say, as soon as you pick it up, oh, that's a ruler. So, anywho. So first things first, to do the setup of your ruler, of course, if you're going to be trying to have a focal point, we got to find our center, which is what I did here. So of course, 3 yardstick, we're going to go to our middle, which is 18. Let's see, can you see the mat? Let me move the mat a little bit so you can see the numbers too. There we go. So that's what I did for our middle. Hi, Miss Monica. How are you? So I did our middle. And then you can decide how you're going to spread out the rest of it, just focusing here on the middle. So our middle is where we're going to be focusing on, where we're hoping to put our bow. So the way you set it up from there is deciding on how many sets you're going to want of everything. So if you just want to go ahead and do 5, so there's your middle, then you just find your middle again and you go out and you're done. For my case, because I want it to be a little bit fuller, I want to have 7. So I want to have 3 on each side and then the middle. So does that make sense? That's a lot of math, isn't it? All right. So we're going to be doing some ruffles and some curls. So to make it nice and full, we're going to do ruffles in the middle and we're going to do our curls on the sides. So I already have this one set up in the middle. So all I'm going to do here is slide another chenille stem right next to it. And I'm going to just move it all the way to the side instead of to the middle. meaning up here. And I'm gonna just do the twist. Let me move these out of the way. Right on the side of it, because this is where we're gonna have our curl coming out. And then we're gonna do the same thing here, but on the opposite side. And everywhere we put the chenille stems for the middle, where we're gonna be doing our, the name just left me. Don't mind me, our ruffles. I know it will come back to me. Then we'll do these on each side. So you're basically gonna need 3 chenille stems for each section. Alrighty, so there's our first set. So we're going to decide, since we want 3, where we're gonna go. So I'm thinking if we go by 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches, we'll get just what we need. Working on our middle first, that way we know where we're gonna want our sides to be. Okay, oops, I didn't do this one. Go back. Okay, so this is our middle. Move that over here. Okay, and now we're gonna do our edge just about 1 inch or so from the edge. You don't want to go too close to that edge. Now you could also use some glue to keep these in place, but I've had that other one that we made a little over a year ago without any glue, and it's doing fine. Ooh, you were at a show. Nice. How was it other than all that lightning and thunder? My goodness. Yikes. Okay, again, just setting up our center. And then we can do our edges. Okay. So now to work on our edges. So again, what we're doing for the edges, same thing. We're just going to be alternating one on each side, coming out on the side of our centered chenille stem. And we're going to put it right next to it. And we're going to give it a pull and twist to make sure it's nice and tight. And then we twist it and we have our side stem so that we can do our curls. And I'll lift this once we're done so you can see it all together. So anybody gonna be watching the Super Bowl? I've been hearing so much about it. Even Etsy's gonna have an ad on the Super Bowl this year. Interesting. Any football fans? Oh, wow. So you didn't get to do anything at all. Just 30 minutes, huh? So sorry. Our weather can be so unpredictable. And I know for most shows, they don't give you any refunds either. Your husband will be watching it, Hyla? Are the fellas gonna come and join? I don't normally watch it. I kind of try to like watch like I guess the half show sometimes, and not even that. Just for the fun things. Then to see who won. Just so I'll be in the know. That's about it. My husband is not much of a sports person. Okay, one more and we'll be all set up and ready to roll. Oh, that's good. You have a second event. Cool. Yeah, you're right, Hala. The commercials are not like they used to be. I had a sneak peek. I don't know if you got to see that on Etsy. They sent us the like a sneak peek preview on what the commercial is going to be, and I just cracked up. It's like, okay, interesting, definitely different. You like purple? What's your favorite color? Is it purple? I like purple. Used to enjoy watching that commercial with the paint. It's like, I want purple, but not purple. I don't know, however they was doing that. It's kind of... All right, we're ready to roll. We have all the chenille stems we need. You didn't see it? Okay. I was checking things out today because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stay on Etsy or get out of it and just do other stuff. And I saw that notification on the dashboard. Love purples? Yay! Well, we have plenty of purple. Purple, purple. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way so we can start doing our ruffles. See if I can get it. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like a little bit closer. So we have the one in the middle, and then we have the ones to each side right up against it. So I'm going to turn it over so you can see. See, these are just like right next to each other. Looks like I'm missing one somewhere on that one. No, they're all there. 1, 2, 3. Looks like they're right on top of each other. But that's it. That's all we need. Yeah, that's what I'm doing also, Hala. I think that's what I'm going towards. Just stay with square. Slowly moving things over. All right, so we're going to start with our ruffles. Okay, so I'm going to just crunch that in the middle and gather it. Should look like so. And we're going to put that right in the middle. And I did pre-cut these to 22 inches. Guess that would be helpful. And I did change, because originally I had a, was thinking with it being, you know, some purple and some gold, I could put in some, like a butterfly ribbon. I don't know where I did with it, which is originally pictured on the thumbnail. But then when I was asked to do mainly purple with just a touch of gold, just different purples, it's like, okay, we won't do the butterfly with all the whites and different things. We'll stick with purple, and some more purple. All right, going right next to it, and we're gonna lift that one up. So we'll do all of our curls first, do the middle. And we may have to still cut some more mesh, since I originally had a different plan, but we'll see how it goes. Oopsie. Okay. So for the gold, what I'm thinking, since they just wanted a touch of gold, I might just put the curls right in the middle, but on the outer side for the gold, and then continue with purple. So we'll definitely need some more purple mesh to go around. Let's see. So I'm just making sure these wrap all the way around. So it'll be more rounded and provide some coverage, and then lifting on each side so they'll help each other stay up. have my skillet warming up in the back in case we decide to use the florals. And I can feel that heat. I'm usually hot in here already anyways. So, whew. Okay, 2 more. And for the curls, I know I mentioned I cut the ones for the ruffles at 22 inches. For the curls, I only use 10-inch cuts. In case that would be helpful for cutting. You could, if you want it to be a little bit bigger, go to 25, all depending on your project. Last one. Pull and twist. I'm going to gather, make sure they overlap. Lift on the sides to make sure that they are good neighbors. Help each other out. And that's it for our ruffles for the middle. So now we get to do curls, but we're going to do our gold ones first, and then we can move on to adding some of the purple. So I need to cut these down to size. These I have pre-cut to do ruffles as well, and we don't want ruffles because they'll stand out more. So I'm going to cut these in half. These were cut to 22 as well. So we're going to go to 11 so we can do our curls. Okay. Adapt and overcome. Makes me think of my veteran times. Like I only have 20 on that one, so we're gonna go to 10 if it lets us. Let's see. That's my usual cut for a curl anyways. This has been running out. Okay. So for our curls, all we have to do is curl our mesh in the same direction it wants to go. Gonna find our middle Give it a little pinch, and we're going to put that on one of our sides here. Twist and pull. Excuse me, got something trying to. And to make sure it all matches, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side before going on to the next ruffle. This is where our bow is going to go. So we already know it's got plenty of purple, but it should be okay to have some gold here. All right, I'm gonna skip one and go to the next so we can have more purple than the gold. Okay, going right across to our other side. Make sure everything is nice and even. I know depending on the computer settings and such, colors can kind of look a little different, but I promise this is purple. I just looked up at the screen and it looked blue for a moment there, but it is purple. Purple, we have a combination of purples. Okay, again, skipping one on this side as well. 1, 2, pull and twist, so it'll be nice and tight. Just bring that closer to me on this side just to make it easier. Ah, yay! Glad you like it. Okay. Now let's cut our purples. That's 2, 3, 4 times 2. We need 8 more pieces of our purple. Now this will be curls, so we're going to do 10 inches. Should stand up here and make it easier. We're up to 3. So 2 more will take care of the sides. And then we'll need 6 more because we're going to do more on the top. One, two. Okay, so that'll take care of our sides. And then what I want to do, just as more fillers, I know we're going to have ribbons, but in these ruffles, we're also going to do the curls. And I wish I had a different purple to put on there because that would actually make it better. But the only other purple I had, it's a little bit lighter, but it's the 21 inch. So that would be a little much for curls. But anywho, let's see what we can do here. We might just need a couple. More. I think our ribbons are going to help us out with the, or at least the tail from the bow are going to help with filling those middle 3. Okay, that's out of the way. Okay. Now, if by chance you have a hard time doing the curls, you could also use the roll of one of your 10-inch mesh rolls, and that helps also with rolling to get the curl. I'll do that next time so that you can see on my next one. Okay, same process here. Just tying it in. And all I do here is just kind of push down on it to grab it. That gives it more of a curl. And all that does is just fill it in some more. I guess I should do that again. So we're just holding it against the roll. And then pull out. Next one. And I'm lifting the curls because I want to make sure they stand up more. I want them to be pinned down by the curl. I want them to be above the curl, if that makes sense. Oops, want the white flowers. I'm just going to do one side at a time instead of going back and forth. It looks like everything wants to fall. Either way, I gotta move things around. There we go. Just need more room. I don't need a mansion. Just need a bigger craft room. I think that's what most of us crafters would want, a bigger craft room. Alrighty. Turn that over. Let's see, where do we need some more? On this side. Okay, again, just lifting the curl. Making sure we're all being neighborly here. Our curls and our ruffles. Okay, last one. Alrighty, there we are. So these are for our top. I'm gonna move them over. So now we'll get to work on our middle and place our bow. If I don't get it all discombobulated, this is our bow. I have to refluff it. But again, it's got the same, it's got those ribbons that we're going to use along our swag here. And I did tie it on the other side. Where else? Yes, I wouldn't mind that. And I have chenille stem here as well, so we can tie it on in. We do have this here, so we don't have to fuss too much here. Just intertwining these so I can tie it in. I wouldn't mind a warehouse either. That would be nice. Close by, you know. Owie. There we go. Nice and tight there. Alrighty. So then we're going to spread our bow tails. Missing one. Did I get it? There we go. Throughout. Just making like a little poof. Ah. Thank you, Monica. So we are just going to gather them here and make a little poof. And use that same chenille stem to hold it in place. I'm just going to spread them out. So it looks like it's still the bow. And if we can see that or not, I'll turn it so we can see. So This is actually the tail, but it looks like it's part of the bow now. Alrighty. And then these will look like we just put some ribbon like we normally would with our dovetails. These we can cut. I'm not going to need them anymore, so we can get them out of the way. You can, actually I'll leave that for last, just in case I change my mind. Just in case we decide we want to attach something to it, because we do have, I think on a couple of videos I mentioned about using those flower vase fillers. You can put them at the end of your chenille stems, and that adds a little bit more oomph. So I think I'm going to leave it just in case, because I think I might have some purple in a different purple to tie onto that. So let's do this other side. Same thing, we're just going to make us a little poof and leave enough for tail for the next area. And then the poof will be once we pull the different ribbons over. It'll just make it look like it's part of the bow. So this is what I'm doing. Since I already have stripes here, we have the darker purple and the lighter purple here. So I'm going to put the lighter purple on this side. I'm going to move that stripe over to this side. And now we have the darker purple there. And then we still have our little streamers on this side. And we can do the same thing here. Just kind of spread them out since they're wired. Now we want the lighter in there and then the darker this way. Okay. And now we get to fill in with our ribbons. And I normally cut those at 12-inch. So let's see where the my scissors go. There we go. So we'll need quite a few. 14, 15, 16. So 18 sets. We have one, so we need to cut 17. But I want this one to be my main. So we need 17 of this one. And I'll have to finagle because it should be an even number. And then we'll do 8 and 8 of these. So we'll see. We'll figure that out as we go. We can do this. All right, let's start with this one. Because I don't think actually, where's my other one? Let's make sure I have enough of this one first, because this one's smaller. Y'all, in case you like this ribbon, and I promise it's not blue, it's purple. And then we have the lighter purple with the white stripes. Let's see. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I was trying to find another ribbon to add to this project because I didn't have that much purple, and they had this ribbon there. But unfortunately, we know Hobby Lobby, unless it's on sale, this one says it was $7.99 and it's only 18 feet. So a little pricey, but I'm not used to paying for the regular prices on stuff. Like a bit much for me. But hey, it's for a good cause. Aha, I knew it. It's much smaller. Oops. So we only have 7. turn that off so that won't happen again. All right, let's do some dovetailing. Just gonna fold, go from the inside to the outer towards the tip. Okay, gonna fold in half. Gotta make sure I go through these steps. In case anybody's watching that doesn't know how. There we go. All right, so we have a total of 8 with this stripe. And I want to make sure I put them definitely on the top, so I think we're good. All right, next we're going to do our darker one, which is still shimmery. Okay. Almost there, y'all. Sorry. Did not want to cut these ahead because I wasn't too sure how it was going to work. I had an idea in my head. We'll probably just leave it nice and simple. And then I could decide what to do. Oh, yes, ma'am. I do at least 2 a month for the craft shows. I used to just do them in my area, and now I'm kind of going to I go to the Milton area, try to alternate. I'm signed up for a special one in Pensacola in March. So that'll take, unless I can find a way to still do my other 2 that I usually do. So that way it'll be 3 instead of still 2. They are pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I really, for whatever reason, I really kind of fell in love with that one I found at Hobby Lobby with the stripes. I don't know what it is, but it looks prettier in person, I promise. Where's my, okay. And then this one, it's like a lavender color, but it's a darker lavender, so it's kind of goes in between, which is nice. The different colors. I like doing the craft shows. They're fun to do. And I think to do actually more in one day at a craft show, usually, depending on the show. Like when I do those special ones, I never know because it's something different that I'm not used to doing. And the crowds are usually different. But I can usually do more at a craft show than I can do on Etsy, which is why it's making me reconsider. We'll see. Okay. I think we have enough. All right, so I'm just going to line these together to get to our middle. Scrunch it and put them in. Oopsie. There it is. So we're going to go right to the middle of our ruffle and put that in, and then spread our ribbons. Now you can curl them like I just did, or you can curl them once you have them in position. However you want to position them, and then curl them. Oops, there went the ribbons. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Have to get our ribbons. I want to fall. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing to the other two sides, and then we'll spread the ribbons that we have on the side. Okay. Get to the last one here. Okay, this is how it looks without doing the sides right now. So they won't fall on me. Okie dokie. Gonna do a little different on the sides. Putting the sheer ones on the top, so we can still spread them out. And I'm gonna go to where the gold is, since they want it mainly gold, mainly purple and not only just a touch of the gold. I still think it needs more gold, but you know, it's not up to me. Okay, so that's the way this one looks. It's right here. So it spreads more of those colors. Oops. I am melting you. It's hot. Okay. All right, I think we have, let's see, 2 more. And we'll be done with these. We can work on flowers. And the flowers, we're going to do it as a focus also by the bow. So we're going to go up here with the flowers. All right, turn this over. You can see this whole side is done. We'll go over to the other side. And I think, so we can make sure it's even, I might take that one from the middle and put it on this side. Since we ran out of that other ribbon. Let's see. We already have the bow as our center. And there's something that the mother of the bride-to-be has that she wants to add to this, so I can't make it too I don't know if she wanted to add it to it or put it by it, or she wasn't too sure. So on D-Day, which is coming up, I'll have to take all of my goodies and tools with me and some extra ribbons and different things just in case we might need to do something. Alrighty. Yay, we got 2 left. That's gotta go in my remnant drawer. Okay. Done with that. Let's do flowers. How do we like it so far? Just can see better that way. And there is some gold. I still think we need to add more gold in there, but we'll see. I'll talk with her again and see what we can do. All right, so these are the flowers I was speaking of. So we can have some flowers here coming out. But I don't want this green. So I'm not sure of that. Gonna cut some short ones and some long ones because we do have plenty. Okie dokie. I prefer to cut them long at first and then cut them as short as we need them after, depending on the project. But if I was doing a full floral project, usually I use the leaves. In this case, because I was asked not to mix in any other colors, I'm getting rid of the leaves so there won't be any green standing out or taken from the gold. Okay. Here we go. Let's decide before we put glue. I don't know that I like that either. Use one of the short ones and see. That might work. Okay, so if we glue them like so, can we see them? There we go. Throughout the bow. That might could work. Okay, let's get the glue. Bring this a little bit closer to me, y'all. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so and you're here watching for the first time, to hit subscribe, click on that little bell so you'll be notified when we're on live or have something new. I'm gonna get rid of these spiders, as I call them. And I'm just working them into the loops of the bow to make them a part of the bow. Aw, thanks, Monica. I hate having to reach back here. I gotta find a different spot for my skillet. One more. If we can kind of see. Okay, so we have some more we can use. I think I'm gonna leave it as this for now. Let me turn it over so you can see it on this side. I think we need more flowers on this side, maybe. We got two sticking out right here. All right. Thanks, Isla. All right. So I think this is it for our project for now until I can get with the mother of the bride to be. But this is how we would set up a swag or centerpiece using a 3-yard stick. So it's just a matter of doing a little bit of math, unfortunately, maybe for some, but definitely fairly easy. It's just a matter of having your theme planned out and knowing what colors and all of that good stuff. So this will be it for now. So if any questions at all, let me know in the comments. And if you're watching the replay later on, let me know where you're watching from. Any questions at all? And then we'll be back again on Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. For those that may not be on Central, let me go ahead and change the look of, so we can see, maybe we can even see the swag a little bit better that way. Got a little bit of a better view, maybe. But until next time, do continue to create. Share with me if you can. Tag us on social media. We'd love to see your creations as well. And until the next time, please stay safe, stay liquid, stay blessed. Bye-bye. Thanks, Hyla. Definitely thumbs up. Share the links. We need 5 more subscribers to make it to 1,000. Woohoo! Almost there. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.